What's going on, America? I'm gonna make this real quick. Can somebody explain to me why the left is so hateful and evil? I honestly feel sorry for people who are engaging and indulged in this rhetoric. I feel sorry for them because they're living a lie. It's like a rumor gone wrong. Donald Trump isn't a racist. Donald Trump isn't a sexist. He's not Islamophobic. He don't hate Mexicans. Donald Trump has relatively been a successful businessman. Never heard anything about rape, sexism, racism, or nothing in his entire career. As far as I know, the man has been praised since day one. And all of a sudden, he's now this crazy, evil person. Has raised beautiful, successful children, grandchildren, has had a relatively successful marriage, a good wife. She's foreign. He has a diversity of talents, abilities, and he see talent in people, and he's developed talent in people. And I don't understand why people want to make this man out to be a terrible, evil person. Is the man perfect? No. Not one of us is not a single one of us can walk around and say that we have never said anything, we've never done anything that could be an embarrassment to our character if it was made public. If you can say that, then you can be beating your chest all day long. But the Bible says something very different than the way people are portraying others. We all have sinned and fallen short, period. And when you make up in your mind that you're going to cast judgment on a person and condemn them, you can judge a person. You can give a reasonable articulation of why you don't like a person and why they're counterproductive to society if it's legitimate. But for you to condemn somebody is absolutely ridiculous. Hillary Clinton was one of the worst candidates in history. Hillary Clinton is a criminal. She deserves to be in prison. Bill Clinton was a rapist. Now, with all of that said, I don't have no ill will against these people. They're evil. I didn't want them to be in the White House. So I voted in the contrary. I'm not protesting. I'm not hurting people. I'm not out here cussing people out and shunning people and blocking free speech. I'm not doing any of that. And most of people like me who are more conservative, who probably voted for Trump, we ain't got time to be doing that. We ain't got time to be out there protesting and going to jail. We got businesses, we got jobs, we got families. Don't have time for all that. But what I'm saying is that this needs to stop immediately. There needs to be a call to action by the media. First of all, they need to admit that they have been wrong. They need to admit that they've been pushing a negative narrative. These politicians like Chucky Schumer and all these other idiots that get on TV and that's pushing this negative, hateful rhetoric with no evidence, they need to get on and apologize. First, admit that they were wrong. Admit that they are the problem. And then they need to start calling for action and saying, look, there's no more rioting, no more protesting in a violent manner. You know, if you got issues, then you need to do what it takes to use your voting at its benefit. You need to do what it takes to create and do things in a positive light. If you feel like women are being marginalized, you feel like that they're not being represented, then instead of you getting up and clowning and screaming and yelling and hating men, how about you get and use your energy to support women? Use your energy to put scholarships aside for more women, to give women more opportunities. How about you do what you can do to help women and then look in the internal portion of what women can do to make their situation better, then to point the finger. If you're African American, you're a minority, look in your own community first. All you activists up here holding signs talking about Black Lives Matter, how about you get together instead of riding in the street and blocking traffic and getting arrested? How about you put some money together, go into your own communities and make it a better place? How about you do that? If you don't like the president, how about you get your campaign stuff together and then maybe you'll win next time instead of putting the criminal in the candidacy. And then not really calling out for sabotaging the person that may have won your party. We need to come to a conclusion and come to a reality that this stuff needs to change. It's about time we figure this out. You got people out here rioting, protesting, burning colleges, and now shooting at people over a false narrative, over a lie. The man ain't a racist. The man ain't sexist. The man has a great business, and I'm gonna say this, and some of y'all may disagree with me. I think that Donald Trump's legacy could be one of the greatest to ever exist. And the reason why I say that, one of the greatest, not the greatest, but one of the greatest, because there is no man in history, no person in history that has ever succeeded financially in the private sector, being a billionaire and then turn around and become the most powerful man in the world or the most powerful person in the world as the president of the greatest country in the world. Nobody has accomplished that. Give the man his props. Quit hating on the man. Get behind him. Try to support what you can. Fight for what you can't. And let's move forward as a country. I'm sick of this division. There's no difference between you and I. 99.9% of people are not looking at your color or your sex. We just want to be successful and happy. I'm telling you right now, this wage gap stuff, all of this stuff, it's a fabricated. It has a small bearing on the effects of society, and it's been exacerbated for political gain. It is illegal to hire a woman and pay her less than you pay a man. It is illegal. It is illegal to discriminate people for their color, sex, handicap. It is illegal. 99% of businesses cannot get away with that without getting sued and closed down. Don't let these people fool you. The stuff happens, but the difference is that you can make up in your mind that you're not going to be a victim of foolery. There's not a person in the world that's going to stop me from succeeding because they don't like the color of my skin. Because there is 400 million people that don't give a care about my skin. Over my lifespan, I have been helped. I have been provided for. I mean, I have been given opportunities by people of all races, genders, you name it. I'm no different than anybody else. If you stop looking at the negative and you actually look around and you actually go up and talk to people, quit being an internet thug, quit being an internet hater. Go talk to your brother and sister on the street. Then you'll realize that we are all the same and that we really all love each other. And that political stuff should be an aspect of a person, but not an entire being of a person. I don't hate you because you voted for Hillary Clinton. I don't hate you because you didn't or did vote for Donald Trump. I don't care. What's the end of the day, what God teaches us is that we love one another. Period. That's it. That's all I can give you is to love you. If I don't know nothing else about you, I love you. That's it. That's what the Bible teaches. Unequivocally, that's what the Bible teaches. To love one another. And that's what we should be doing as a country. Stop looking at people. Stop trying to find an excuse why somebody don't like you because you don't have an opportunity. Because you done squandered your opportunity. Now you want to find reasons that somebody don't like you. Come on, people. We got to be bigger than this. We got to be smarter than our forefathers didn't fight. On both sides, didn't fight for us to get to a point where we still hating on each other. We still jealous of one another. We still trying to point the finger at each other instead of doing introspection. One day we'll get it. I hope that one day we get it. But anyway, y'all keep being positive. The ones that's out here doing the right thing. Don't let this political stuff get you in a ruffle. You know, keep doing your job. Keep loving other people. And this thing is going to work itself out.